Yeah. Fucking shredded right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you're fucking shredded. Boys and
Bad.
girls, look at the mess that
The
I've got
muscle is
myself
firm.
into, the muscle, the hustle, the goat, the ace, all of that bullcrap. This is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid and my very special guests as a collective. They're called The Firm. We have Richard E. Stone, we have Sammy Diaz, we have Jay Bryxx, and we have Elijah Six, collectively called The Firm. Welcome, gentlemen, to the show. I've never had all of you guys in at once. I don't believe you've actually been interviewed all at once. And I'm just going to say, to start this off right, it's a privilege and an honor to have you guys as a collective on this show. Just saying.
Oh yeah, we know. Pat yourselves on the back, boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where are you,
A little
Mr. Six?
Harwood.
Because I can't see shit. Oh, there you are.
I just
Okay.
got out the gym.
Hey, you don't
Yeah.
need to know where he is.
It's nighttime, in case you can't tell.
Mouth.
Okay. All right. I didn't mean to start a ruckus.
Fuck.
I heard you.
Oh wow. So let's just start. Let's just start off
Stop
with. Oh, Stop and Shop. Okay. Mr. Diaz, I want to start with you because you were the first one in here, and I appreciate your timely fashion. That was beautiful. Now, Mr. Diaz, you're a sponsored athlete. Now you are a current tag team champion for Test of Strength, along with Elijah Six. So please push your sponsor here. What's going on with that? And congratulations on winning the Test of Strength Tag Team Championship with Elijah Six. So give us some info there on your sponsorship, if you could, please.
First of all, Redcon 1, 20 get your 20% discount. I'm drinking MRE right now.
What is that?
You want to be jacked, or be skinny like Kincaid and make terrible decisions and smoke cigarettes all day. Or you look like me, like a champion, one half of the tag team champion.
Now, you guys have overcome the former champions, which were those guys were the champions, the inaugural, and for like almost 2 years, I want to say, Jay Freddy and Slick Wagner Brown. Elijah Six, you guys took them out. It's been a minute since they've had that belt and those belts, and all of a sudden, you guys had this rivalry and war going on. And I'm telling you, some of that crazy shit that happened at Ryder Smokehouse was off the chain. But you guys have overcome and become champion. Elijah Six, you're shredded, just out of the gym. Give us some of your thoughts about being a tag team champion at Test of Strength right now.
Belt.
Oh.
No, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Slick Wagner Brown and Jay Freddy were tag team champions for well over 2 years. We ended that streak. That means a lot to not only just me, but Sammy Diaz, the whole firm as well, because in case you didn't know, Freebird rule means we're all champions. It's not just me and Sammy. Just because we won the titles doesn't mean that Richard E. Stone and Jay Bryxx ain't also the champions. So keep that in mind. We all dethroned the Kowalski guys.
Okay, I'll take that in consideration because I always put, the little C in parentheses. Whenever I mention you guys, it's always next to Sammy and Elijah, so I'll keep that in mind and just put it next to every name.
And also, us ending a 2-year reign should mean that we are the greatest collective tag team that Test of Strength has to offer because nobody else could do that, right?
Oh. And I see the
ended a reign that was longer than 2 years. Tell me.
Nobody. I mean, again, they were the.
You didn't even have to answer the question. It was rhetorical.
I know.
Now
tell
me, when you have talent like that on your hands, on your roster, would you not want to put the utmost attention on them? Wouldn't you want them to be on your flyers? Wouldn't you want them to be spoken about? Wouldn't you want to at least give them the recognition they deserve, whether you like them or not?
I'm going to have to agree with you. Those are true hashtag facts, if you will.
That does not happen to any of the four of us. You want to know why? Because they hate us because they ain't us. That's right. Why.
Oh, wow. Now, Mr. Jay Bryxx is coming back from injury. We have seen him make his way back in. Not only that, he's been in the ring in competition as well. But Mr. Bryxx, he's making an impact wherever he goes with the firm, always and forever. My friend, feeling good, coming back from the injury and all of that, making an impact. That's the strength as usual. Please talk to us, sir. Okay, it's like talking to Ichiban. Mr. Richard E. Stone, we haven't seen you in quite some time, which is an absolute pleasure for the fans. I mean, I can't thank you enough for staying away. But you have been gone for a bit. And can I just put some personal stuff on the table because you've had a very recent uplifting in your life. Can I put that on the table right here so we can all maybe? Okay.
Sure.
Boys and girls,
Big
Mr.
Papa.
Richard E. Stone, Esquire, is now a proud father, and I congratulate you, sir. Congratulations, my friend.
That's right. Thank you. Not only am I Arm Anderson, but I am now Big Papa Pumped. Oh yeah. Holler if you hear me, B-boy.
Oh, wow. Well, I did want to give you a big congratulations because that's well deserved, and I know it's a life-changing situation. So,
A blind squirrel finds a nut, Kincaid. So I appreciate you, spreading the positivity for once in your miserable existence. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Well, you're looking as a kid
only,
say,
and only that. That's the only thing I appreciate.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'll take what I can get from the firm. As the kids say, you've got the drip going on. Is that what they say, Mr. Stone? The drip?
Well,
Is that what's going on?
I don't know what the kids say because I'm not a follower. I'm a trendsetter. Okay, so I tell them what to say, not the other way around.
We're not kids. We're kids. We're grown men. You hear me?
I'll say what I tell them to say.
Now, Mr. Diaz, you are the ace, and please explain to the fans, and because there are so many people that you guys have, because you spread your wings to a lot of promotions, which I can appreciate as a fan. I love seeing you guys doing your thing everywhere, all over the place. But could you explain to the fans that maybe don't know, for the new fans, what does the ace stand for with Sammy Diaz?
The ace is what the best card in the deck. Are you stupid or something? Everybody knows what the ace is.
How do you get a royal flush?
With an ace of spades.
You don't give Don Kincaid the hand of cards. That's how you fucking get a royal flush.
Oh wow!
Dropping knowledge.
The ace. Dead or alive, Kincaid.
I can deal me some poker. But that's ridiculous. Mr. Bryxx, again, you come back, you make an impact, as I said before. But I just kind of wanted to reminisce, if I may, just for a quick second, because we have seen a transformation, an evolution, if you will, of one Jorah Jal. And I noticed about the firm. Don't get all crazy on me. There's been an evolution of one George. I'm sorry, Mr. Six, of Jorah Jal. He used to be called Robo the Punjabi Lion. But I have a memento that I will keep forever and ever. And I just wanted to kind of bring this up. Do you remember?
Let's just move on to the next goddamn question, because if you say it, I'm gonna be upset, and I might smack you into this TV screen.
Oh, I'm gonna drop my phone.
I can't even think of the word. I'm so upset. What?
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Okay, we got the four of us here.
He broke.
What else you got,
He
pal?
broke a $500 pair of glasses that he still owes me. So I hope he can use his AEW money to pay me back.
Yeah, give us that sweet Tony Khan 500. Let's go.
Oh wow. Well, right now they're worth about $150 right now, maybe $125 or so.
Yeah.
More than you're worth, so.
I'll give you that. Now, Mr. Bryxx, are we going to see you in in-ring competition at Test of Strength? Because it's been quite some time, my friend. For real.
I mean, who they got for me? Nobody. Everyone's afraid. I just come out there, I do my thing, I pick my hair, I steal little kid drinks, and I have a good time.
Put it in my mouth with the paper on.
I don't gotta
Hey,
take
you know what else you do, Jay?
my money.
You instill fear.
I won't.
Fear.
He says you spread fear.
Hey.
I don't know about that. But
hey, listen. The case at hand here is they noticed how deadly that the firm was, and they don't want to put our most powerful asset out there, Jay Bryxx. He's the muscle. Let's be real. What does that sound like? He's the strongest, the most powerful. He is the most deadly. They especially don't want to give him an opportunity to even ascend up the #1 contendership ladder. That's why they haven't been placing him anywhere on the card. They already know how it's gonna go down if he does start wrestling. Look at him.
And plus,
He's 315 pounds. He's 315 pounds. 6'1". He'll whoop your ass. He's done. What have you done? He's fought around the world professionally. He's professionally fought around the world. If he ever had a singles run, it'll be deadly. They don't want that smoke, bro.
Dude, and that's a shoot, Kincaid. Jay has really been
the shop. I
all
didn't
over the
even get my
world.
shit.
He literally been all over the world.
Oh, and
I
that's a
just told
shoot.
you. All right, let's just go home. Whatever.
Okay.
Who you want me to fight, Kincaid? I'll
We're
do
here.
it.
Why don't you try to get some retribution for your $500 glasses against one George Hall? Why don't we see what you can do against George Hall, my friend?
Hey, Kincaid,
You don't wanna-
I hear you're a
you don't wanna
wrestler now,
embarrass the
so
TV
why don't
guy
we
like
just
I
have
see
him
him in the
wrestle
locker
you?
room. He don't even say hello. He's been ducking me.
Wow.
You don't want to
I don't
embarrass
know.
Fight
You
me.
don't want to embarrass no TV guy like that.
I don't know about that.
Don, you want to get in the ring, you want to wear a cape and be tag team partners with Mighty Bosch or whatever it is? Why don't you step in the ring?
No.
I'll call the brass. I'll call the brass and get it booked. Kincaid, Bryxx.
John Kincaid is pro extreme.
Kincaid.
No.
How about that, Kincaid?
No, let's not book no more matches. I didn't even book. I didn't even agree to this booking. It just came upon. No more book.
Treated as such.
That's quite the gimmick. The unwitting wrestler.
Got
That's
the
amazing.
bags in the back.
Oh man,
unless I left them in the house.
I thought you popped some.
oh wow, they have company. So now, Mr. Six, I've seen you from the beginning of your career, from day one, as they say, from day one. I've seen you grow as a wrestler in your career, in your promos, in your in-ring, and what what it takes to become a wrestler. Again, as a fan, I want to appreciate that.
It's not
and throw you. And I know you know this, but I just want to throw you a little bit of love, a little bit of props for what you've been doing. Just want to throw that at you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the gear change threw me for a loop at first. I was like, I had to get used to it. We see Mr. Richard Stone. He's always in this powder blue or whatever he's got going on.
Power blue, Kincaid. Power blue.
Oh, power blue.
That stops.
But yeah, man, I really wanted just to get you guys together because I haven't seen all you guys in a while together because of Mr. Stone's absence, Mr. Bryxx's absence. But Sammy Diaz and Elijah Six, as they say, they've been putting, the firm on their shoulders and carrying that train. Now you guys are coming back one by one. Mr. Stone, when can we expect to? Oh wow, Mr. Stone, when can we expect to see you come back?
Well, you see, I'm glad you asked. One of the things about me is that I'm not just a worldly traveled scholar. I am Mr. Worldwide of the firm, and I'll have you know right now I am in a hotel on assignment trying to spread Firmbiz international. Okay,
Oh,
and that's all you need to know. There I am. Just know to the people who want to know about Firmbiz International, konnichiwa.
all right.
Mr. Formato.
So if you've noticed, there's been the landscape of TOS has changed. Mike Skyros is not the K1 champion anymore. We now have a new K1 classic champion.
Shut up.
The name Ichiban is now the new champion. Would any one of you four want to go against Ichiban for this K1 classic championship?
These strawberries look good to y'all? These strawberries look good, right? They don't look bad? Just talking about relevant things here.
Oh, wow. No. We're talking champions. You're talking strawberries. There's a big difference.
Strawberries make champions.
Well, speaking of strawberries and you being all shredded and jacked up over there after the gym, what about you going against Ichiban for that K1 Classic? What's the matter with that?
I'm all good.
That's all. Really? You guys
I'm all good.
Nothing with Ichiban.
Huh. We're past that.
The
championship don't mean nothing if I already proved that I could beat him.
It's just a very upsetting chapter in Firm, Biz history. And congratulations to Ichiban, but sleep with one eye open. You know, never know when we might come.
The only reason he's K1 champion is because I had to take an international trip. That's the only reason.
Okay. You know, I just want.
Must have forgot when I was the K1 champion, who I beat. Who was my last title defense against before I lost it to Mike Scaros and Brian Pillman Jr.?
Ichiban?
That's right.
I already had the
Sammy never even got his rubber match.
Oh wow.
Think about that.
Well, maybe.
Hashtag justice for Sammy.
Yeah, maybe the higher brass should be looking at those facts right there that Sammy Diaz said. I almost have to, again, why am I agreeing with these guys? But I have to agree with those words.
We're speaking facts. Listen, the truth isn't always likable.
Listen,
the truth isn't always likable.
Yeah.
We come out through the curtains and everyone's like, Firm sucks. But we've been out here for what? Almost 3 years, proving to everyone that we don't suck. We are the best thing to come out of New England. But yeah, Firm sucks. Keep screaming that. Keep lying to yourselves.
That's a fact. We prove it all the time. Every time we walk out there, every time we walk through those curtains, we perform.
Name
better than anybody else in the card. You cannot tell me anybody performs better than us. You can't tell me.
And can I just put this out there, boys and girls? For you that don't know who the Firm is, just look them up. The Firm Wrestling. It's all it's 3 separate words, but the Firm Wrestling is how you look these guys up, and they have their own separate pages. But just let me put this out there. I've seen them in multiple promotions, and I've seen them in multiple states. And I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to give the Firm their dues where their dues are due, because
of course you do. Of course.
Just like they said, when they come through that curtain, the people absolutely despise every single one of you guys when you come through that curtain. And that's pretty much what your job is to make us hate you. And it doesn't take much. You guys know what to do. And you guys really do your job as a unit and individually when you are representing the Firm from promotion to promotion, state to state. And again, can't believe I'm doing this, but I applaud you as a fan, because that is hard to do. And like Mr. Bryxx said, you guys have been doing it for 3 years as a faction, not singly, not all of this other crap. You guys have been doing it as a faction, as the Firm. And again, I got to give you some props there, all 4 of you. Good stuff. And I'm sorry, boys and girls, that I'm giving them some uplift, but you got to give them dues, you know?
You want to clap for us?
We're still here, baby. Don't wait till it's gone.
You want to clap for us real quick? Go ahead.
You know, you wanna put on your Firm shirt during this interview too? Show us some extra respect.
Yeah.
Huh? You want to take off that TOS hat and show your hairline real quick?
No way.
Yourself the way you try to embarrass us every show, huh?
No, we don't want
sunshine underneath that hat going on, huh?
No, we don't want to take the hat off.
Scruffy bunny.
I thought we could, wear some beautiful merch for LC. I mean, she makes some beautiful custom pops, and I mean, they come out beautiful and stuff like that.
No, that's true. That's facts. She does make nice pops.
I mean, for real, she does.
I have to say, the Firm makes nice pops too. We just make them between, bell to bell. We pop all the time.
Oh wow, that was a good pun, good plan. So you guys have the tag belts, and again, I've mentioned Ichiban. Why wouldn't the Firm just want to collect all of them belts? You guys gotta, if you want to be a faction, I mean, you got to get all the gold. So in the future, I'm hoping that TOS sets something up. I mean, even Jay Bryxx could be the K1 champion, no? I mean, he's a big guy.
Even Jay Bryxx, especially Jay Bryxx. There's a reason. We said it before. There's a reason Jay Bryxx isn't getting booked against anybody, because he can obliterate anybody. You put him in the ring with Ichiban, Jay Bryxx wins. You put him in the ring with Jay Wagner Brown, Jay Bryxx wins. You put him in the ring with Jay Freddy, Jay Bryxx wins.
Legit.
How many title
The
defense?
result stays the same.
You mean the view never changes?
Oh. As a tag team, how many title defenses have you guys had? Do you know that number?
Let's do it together. Stepdads. Shook Crew. Brick City Boys.
That's 2. 3. That's 3.
Kowalski guys.
Oh.
Miracle Generation.
Ooh, 5.
Oh.
I think that's You Can't See Me.
Oh, wow. In a very short time, might I add, as champions. That's a lot of title defenses in a very short amount of time.
That's right.
Are we forgetting somebody? I feel like we're forgetting somebody, right? I don't know. I feel like we forgetting somebody. No. No, that's all right. They don't matter. They're probably irrelevant. We beat them already.
5 title defenses in 4 months.
That is impressive.
You see this? Fighting champions. Fighting champions here.
We didn't take a year off through a pandemic. No, we're still going through.
How many people did the Kowalski guys defend against? Huh?
Oh,
Before losing.
it was a 2-year run. Maybe we'll have to get those numbers.
Hey, you know what? You want to hear something interesting about that 2-year run?
For the time.
I'll tell you something. Jay Bryxx and I were in a fatal 4-way tag team match against those champions, and guess what? Legal man, Richard Stone. You know who wasn't pinned? Richard Stone.
That's a fact. Wow.
I tried to tell the TOS brass that the legal man was not pinned. They don't want to hear it. Where's our rubber match? We didn't get one. You know what we did?
You wanna hear something else about their goddamn tag team title reign? I actually had one of the first title shots against them. And I have a tag team partner under the name of Jay Bryxx. How you doing? Also under the name of Sammy Diaz. How you doing? Also under the name of Richard Stone. How you doing? And instead of allowing me to tag team with one of my partners, he gave me some jobber from another school. Matthias. Why in the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Would I tag team with someone that I don't know? That's another example of management screwing us over. And you can see why we're so pissed off. Why we're so pissed off for greatness.
But Matthias is a heavyweight champion.
He's not actually a jobber. Listen, I just call people jobbers just because. It's all love.
You know what? They were so quick to put Ichiban in his friggin' champion sweatpants on the front and center of the TOS banner, but the drip god himself, Richard E. Stone Esquire, he can't be bothered. They can't be bothered with me. They can't be bothered with Hustle and Muscle, with the firm. No, we don't get the kind of respect that champion sweatpants Ichiban gets.
Huh.
They've been holding us down since day one.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you guys, this is why I like to bring the talent on, because if there's some grievances with, the higher brass, whatever, or you want to speak up.
Yeah. Trying to hold the firm back since we have joined together. They've been trying to hold us down. That's why they've been trying to go through these groups ever since they put us against the court.
I'm not so convinced. I'm not convinced that they didn't send someone out to Tanya Harding hold Jay Bryxx's knee there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know someone didn't smash his knee with a pipe.
Listen, I don't remember how I hurt my knee.
Exactly.
I don't remember. I remember just I blacked out, woke up, my knee didn't work.
See that? So who's to say it wasn't that devilish Ichiban, everyone's hero?
Yeah, probably tied the champion sweater around his knee and then just yanked it out of play.
Seriousness.
Can I reminisce just one more time for a quick second? You guys thought you had Ichiban in the trunk of your car, but long and behold, there was no Ichiban. It was some random guy. What the hell happened there?
Plead the fifth.
Listen, you've seen the video. It looked like Ichiban, right?
No, not even close.
What do you mean, no?
Yeah, nah, he was a Puerto Rican, bro.
Listen,
no one near it. I can't stick up for you on that one.
You're wearing a black mask. You're Ichiban. I don't know.
Listen, Jay, as your legal counsel, I'm going to advise you not to say anything further.
No.
The official word from the firm nor deny saw was a person unwillingly in that trunk. For all we know, that person just happened to be catching some Z's in there, and then we opened the trunk. I don't know how he got in there. Jay doesn't know how he got in there. He just happened to be there.
Yeah, that's true.
These homeless people, they're kicking them out from under the bridges. They're kicking, throwing setting their tents and mattresses on fire. They got to find some place to sleep. This man just wandered into Jay Bryxx's trunk, and he got excited. Thought Ichiban set it up.
It's his own goddamn fault. That's
he had
right.
his back and legs together.
Seems plausible to me.
Well, not even close. Now, you guys have been a faction of 4 for 3 years, as Mr. Bryxx stated. Have you ever thought about adding other members into the firm? Was that ever a conversation within the firm, or is it just 4 and that's it?
They don't do all that.
You can't get in.
Who want to go first?
We'll go left
go ahead.
to right.
You want to go first? I'll go first.
Go ahead.
What's her face? Thunder Rosa. If you're seeing this, call us. Jordan Grace. If you see this, call us.
Block.
Mr. Six, go ahead, sir.
Sasha Banks. No, just kidding. No, I have never thought of bringing anybody else into the firm. We ain't NWO. It's just us. It's about loyalty.
I got you. I could feel that. Mr. Stone, please.
I mean, I thought about it, but geez, when you look at everybody's numbers, the numbers don't lie. A great man once said that. Disaster for anybody who's going to try and join the firm, because what you see here is an elite squad. Okay, we don't need any more people, and nobody else measures up to the 4 of us. So they can try all they want, but hey, at the end of the day, I haven't seen anything that convinces me that someone else should join the firm.
All right, Mr. Diaz, you concur with your posse, if you will.
Yeah, nobody. I don't know. We just have chemistry, so adding somebody else would just throw that chemistry off, and those car rides is better with 4 people instead of 5 people in there. So we need nobody.
Now, Mr. Bryxx, again, I haven't seen you in in-ring action in a while, and we're waiting for that. We're waiting for Mr. Stone to come back and make his presence known. Boys and girls, when there's all 4 of them together, I mean, not that they're not champions now, but they're unstoppable when there's 4 of them. Never mind just a couple of them. Now Mr. Bryxx is back. I noticed that Joey G likes to bring the signs, and he likes to jazz you guys up and stuff with his signs.
Did you see his Eddie Kingston promo, bro?
I noticed you guys like to rip up his signs. That's really not nice. He probably spends some time.
Listen. We work our butts off to get everything we ever wanted. And we come to the curtains and everyone's trying to slander, drag our name through the floor. I'm supposed to just sit there and smile and be all right with what's going on around me?
Bro, there was a Firmbiz flaccid sign at the last show. I didn't get what that meant. Truthfully. I mean, what are our dicks supposed to be hard when we're across the ring from 2 half-naked men?
Yeah, I stay hard, bro.
I believe you. But we do not.
Listen, if Joey G is spending a lot of time on those, then he should be ashamed of himself.
I don't think he spends a lot of mental time on it.
They're uninspired. They're artistically just atrocious, and they deserve. We're doing him a favor by ripping those things up. When we touch them, they become art. Okay? When he spews his nonsense with his little Sharpie, he's probably sniffing them before he even puts it on the paper. Anyway, but that's another point. But
he hates the firm so much.
It becomes art when I put my hands on it.
He hates the firm so much that he spends a whole goddamn Sunday writing "firm sucks" on everything.
Hey man, in 10 years,
how much he hates it.
Nice to have some rent-free real estate in his mind, honestly.
Listen, he probably writes poetry about us, so he needs to relax, enjoy the goddamn show, and bring Firm Rules fucking posters instead of Firm Sucks posters.
He might have a better shot if he actually put one of those poems on the poster. I would be reading it in the ring, and I might get distracted.
G, if you're seeing this, bring some poetry in.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
1 or 2 stanzas, a haiku, something.
No.
Oh wow! I brought up a touchy subject.
Haikus are Japanese poems. I'm a worldly traveled man. Okay, just understand that.
Look at it like this: in 10 years, Those ripped up signs are probably going to be worth a lot of money. We could throw them away in a box somewhere, sell them for about $1 million on eBay. We're really doing him a favor. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. We're adding value where there is none. Absolutely.
Hey, he's investing in his future, so I can't really knock him. I cannot really knock him.
Okay. Well, Mr. Stone, I do know what a typhoon is. I know what a typhoon is. You didn't have to explain it.
Yeah, that's Earthquake's tag team partner.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Diaz, I know there was a point in time where Mr. Six and Mr. Bryxx, they came on Center Ring and they called it Center Six, and they took the fuck over. I mean, period. They just took
That's
right
the
over.
day that we found out you were racist. Remember that?
And that's what I'm getting at. That's exactly what I'm getting at. And no, I'm not, because there was a promo from Umaga.
Right, can I explain it?
It was a promo from who? From who?
Or not
This is my point in case.
Wow. From Kamala. I'm sorry, not Umaga.
Hashtag Kincaid is a racist.
Wow.
No, I'm not.
I'd scream it louder if we wasn't in Stop and Shop right now.
There's nothing more racist than confusing two different black people. And you
Right. He said, yeah, Umaga.
Who was it? Who?
It was Kamala, not Umaga. So
there you go.
There's a promo with Kamala, and I just figured you guys, they knew.
Hey, with Kamala and Umaga. Go ahead. What's the story?
Well, I figured, since they're in the game of wrestling, the business, if you will, they knew who Kamala was. And I said, you guys, Mr. Bryxx said, who's Kamala? And I go, you don't know who Kamala is? And he thought I was, because it was a black thing. And I absolutely, totally rejected that. Absolutely.
That's not what happened. This is what happened. We saw a promo, and he looked around the room. He said, who is the darkest guy here? Let me ask him if he knows who that is. He could have asked anyone. He said, you know who he is, right?
That's true.
Wow.
Oh my
Not to
God.
mention, everybody called Jay Mr. Hughes for the first 3 months.
No, that's pretty funny. But
It's pretty racist.
no, man.
Why is
meat.
that funny?
Yeah, why?
What's
the similarities?
No, that is pretty funny. I would show you the
What's
footage.
the similarities?
I don't know.
What's the similarities?
Big dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound too
big,
funny to me.
big. So,
He's the big dude.
Yeah, big dude. So Sarge looks like him.
No, he
looks like him. Chris Cannon looks like him, or whatever his name is. Cannon.
He could be T-Bar for all I know, because T-Bar was wearing a mask. I don't know what's under that mask. Jay Bryxx could be T-Bar.
Yeah,
somebody's colorblind.
Listen, I will look her up, Kincaid.
Like that, Richie? Yeah, the T-bar earlier, baby.
Oh yeah. Get that pump, boy.
Nope. Turn around.
Can I say something about TOS as a company? They've evolved into doing more of the road shows, if you will. I like to call them pay-per-views, TOS pay-per-views, when they're on the road and go to these different venues. Because we were so used to doing training days inside the dojo, which is very intimate. It's a room with a ring and about 20, 30 chairs and a hard cam, if you will. So it's very intimate. We haven't been to a training day in forever. That's what you guys were kind of brought up on, was performing in front of the crowd at the training days. Are you feeling the vibe of these road shows, or are you missing the training days? Anybody could answer in any form. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the crowds are up, man. Like, our crowds have evolved. Our promotion has evolved by a lot. And it just makes everything more exciting, knowing that you're going to go out there and the fans are actually excited to see what you're going to do.
I like the direction TOS is going right now, bringing a lot of different guys in, new guys. And I don't like how we're being advertised, obviously, but I do like the direction TOS is going. Management, I think, sucks. I think we could do a better job. I don't know, maybe commentary also. The commentary is pretty bad, pretty good. Matt Decor, he's pretty good ring announcer. Who's the cameraman? I don't know.
Bro,
Listen,
Oh,
I do.
I like the direction TOS is going. Management still sucks, but other than
Yeah.
that, he's doing pretty good. I like the guys they're bringing in. I like the crop of new guys that's stepping up.
I do miss the training days because, like you said, they're very intimate. And there's only one way you could get out. So if you start talking smack, I could just smack you before you leave the one door. So I do miss that.
Oh, thanks for that. Mr. Stone, the environments are very different from one to another. And I know we're not in big, giant arenas, but still, like Mr. Six was saying, the crowds are bigger. The energy, the vibe is bigger. It's just bigger. So what do you think about the comparisons?
Well, what I really like about the training days is that you know, because of the environment, the action almost has. It's like being in a cage match simply because of the walls being so close to the ring. You have to wrestle. You have to wrestle. You can't get by on that flip flop and fly crap that Ichiban and Kylon King like to do. Kylon loves diving into chairs head first. And you can't
bro,
do
he
that
loves
in a training
that.
day.
You
In a
make
training
me
day. I could save that man's
suicidal.
career single-handedly by just booking him in training days. Where you gotta be a technical wrestler. You gotta wrestle between the ropes. Okay? That's what this is about. It's a sport. Okay? It's not flipping around. It's not trying to do a cool move and pop the crowd. Okay? It's trying to win matches. And you win matches by wearing down your opponent. You slam them in the mat, you work some holds, you get the pinfall, and you get out of there. That's what I like about training days because it's no nonsense.
Fair. No, that's very fair. I give you that. Because there has been
Everything. You hear everything. You hear the forearms to the smack to the head. You hear the chops nice and close. You hear everybody breathing nice and heavy when you got them in a hold, when you're choking them out. You hear all of that.
Beautiful.
You see all of that.
Beautiful.
Very intense. That's what you do.
That's right.
You've all made so many valid points with the bigger energy, with the bigger crowds, the crop of different guys coming in. I just want to kind of touch upon. We just had Jordan Oliver at the last show. Hopefully, we get to see him come back and see what's going on with him. But this one we've got, and I just got to put it out there, because of ROH has kind of gone to the wayside for a few months. They've released all of their talent contracts, and they've all been doing these dates that they're picking up for. And man, our promotion's picking up this talent. Test of Strength being one of them. And we have Vincent coming. The Horror King himself, Vincent, is coming to Test of Strength. I mean, that's a pretty. You guys just had Eddie Edwards, for crying out loud. I mean, you have been bringing in some people, and I'm not saying the names that they bring in really elevate the company, but what I'm saying is that the guys that want to come to the company, I feel that's very cool that they trust Test of Strength to sign on a dotted line and want to come to the company and perform. That's what I get out of it. I don't get.
And you know why they trust Test of Strength? People you're talking to, because of the firm. We carry that company on our backs. You think people come to see the champion? I don't even know who the champion is right now. I know who the tag team champion. It's Marcos. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
Hey, listen, man. We can't discredit our champions. Yes.
Team champs right here. That's who I know.
Exactly.
Well,
all the champions matter, but the firm matters the goddamn most. Because we're the ones who people show up to see. We're the reason why TOS is pop right now. And also Ichiban. But, you know what I'm saying? I'll give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? That's because I don't like the guy doesn't mean I can't give him credit where it's due. But the firm solely is the reason why TOS is pop right now. You can't tell me otherwise. I personally love the fact that Ring of Honor let their guys go, because that puts more of their guys in their roster on the market, which makes us work harder. Please bring them all. I want to get better. I want to work harder. That's what this is all about. I want to prove that I'm better than them. I want to prove that we're better than them. You understand me?
I totally do, because Test of Strength every so often has seminars. For the boys and girls that don't know, they bring in a talent. an outside talent with a name, with a history, a veteranship in the game, if you will, and their students and their talent pay a few bucks. They all gather around, and you get, you get the teachings of said person. Now, their last one was Chris Hero, and he's been making his rounds, but he's already hit test of strength on his early tour, early on his tour here. Were you guys at that seminar, and could you maybe even talk a little bit about that? Because I was very curious as a fan how that went.
It went great, but you need to go to that other seminar everybody's talking about. It's coming up soon. The Boom seminar, you jackass, come sign up right now.
Who is it? Who is it?
It's the firm.
Oh,
$100, pal. $100 per person.
At the seminar, how to whoop ass. But I teach you how to kick body code.
I'll see it when I believe it.
Coquito.
No, $50.
hey, don't you have a match coming up?
I do.
Yeah, so Kincaid, how long have you been wrestling? What got you into wrestling? What school do you train at?
Yeah, who are you trained by?
What gym
Mighty
you go to?
Bosch.
Gym.
Well, I've had some private lessons as of late.
Listen. Give us $500 each, and we might show up and maybe back you up.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You give me a handle it for you before the show starts.
That's for 1,000 each.
Oh, come on. At the 500, I was almost thinking about before the show. That actually sounds a little bit better. Yeah. So where does a firm go? You're just going to keep going? Sky's the limit for there is no limit for the firm. I'm assuming with the four of you guys.
Of course not.
All the gold.
Bezos fucking spaceship and going to space with this.
That's right.
Mr. Stone, you've been gone for a minute.
Yeah.
Magnificent Marcos, he is the current heavyweight champion over there. And not only that, there's a beautiful brand new championship at Test of Strength. Have you seen that, my friend?
Is it the K1 championship?
Well, there is the K1 because you have been gone for that long, but I'm talking the big belt, the heavyweight championship that Marcos holds currently now.
Oh, it's a new belt.
It is a new belt. Yeah.
Huh.
Belts.
Yeah, every time somebody wins a title, they get a new belt. The firm wins the tag team titles. Where's our new belt?
Right. And Freddie messed up mine.
Exactly. Like, come on.
I cut my arm like every time. Can you see
I
it?
cut
I cut my arm every time that I walk out with my belt because it's like the side plate's just hanging off and it's pointy as hell, designed to kill.
We should file a lawsuit. We should file a lawsuit for the damages against the Test of Strength belts.
We should.
We should. That's smart. Where did my girlfriend go? I'm scared. I'm just in the supermarket by myself.
Oh, hey! Can I reminisce just one more time? Now there was a PAPW alley fight, and I happened to follow, if you will, Elijah Six into a Dollar General, and he was grabbing himself some Slim Jims, and I happened to cut myself a Kincaid file via, like, right in his face, right when he was buying Slim Jims at the cash register. And I gotta say, of all time, and I do mean of all time, and I've done a titload of these freaking promos. Mr. Elijah Six, I know it was the creepiest thing you probably ever endured in your career, but goddamn, was that one of my favorite things ever. I've looked back on that thing so many times, and I cracked myself up. I think it's one of the most funniest things. And just, again, one of my favorite. Oh, Richard Stoneman, that's good. One of my favorite things of all time, for real.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're green. You break character sometimes.
I did get you. Yeah. I did get you. We did lose Mr. Stone. Shit, he's back. Hey, Mr. Stone, what's happening?
You didn't lose me. I tried to lose you. I'll try harder next time.
Well, I know you guys are champions, I know you guys are athletes. I know you guys are family men. I know you have a lot of stuff going on in your lives. And I cannot believe I got all four of you together. Is there anything we haven't spoken about that you want to talk about? Or
Let's talk about that
Sammy?
title defense that
What's
just
up,
happened
pal?
on Saturday.
Wait, what's that, Sammy?
Yeah, hang that shit up. Hang that shit up.
Let's talk about this title match that we just had this past Saturday. Let's talk about this championship match that we just defended our tag team title. Let's talk about this match.
All right, please do. Where would you like to start, my man?
You tell me, Kincaid, you were the fan watching. What do you think of the match?
Well, I was expecting to see the Firm lose. You know, that's the way I go into the matches with the Firm. I hope that they lose.
How do you want us to lose?
Unfortunately, you guys came up on top, as usual. And you still are the reigning, defending Tessa Strength tag team champions.
Mhm.
And you know, you mentioned Mr. Matt DeCourt, Mr. Six. You always stop Mr. DeCourt mid announcement, and then you go over and you whisper the same old shit. Don't you think he knows that by now? But why would you go over there and interrupt him every single time? Why?
Because he needs to get my name correct. My name is not a menace to society. Elijah
Bro,
Six. It's the GOAT already, which means I'm better than your favorite wrestler, Elijah Six.
When I stopped him, he got scared. Go look at it, bro. When I stopped him, he got scared. He jumped.
Did he? He ugly, bro.
I know I only did one clip of your said match from this past unforgettable.
Like lunch meat.
But I will say, Sammy and Flash Waller, they were kind of doing move for move, and they were getting some claps from the fans because that's what we do when we see good a great performance from good athletes doing some good in-ring work. And you guys did this suck it thing. Sammy kind of did his suck it, and then you guys did a few moves, and then Waller came back and he did his suck it, and I clipped that. And I again, entertaining, but there was also some cool shit going on in there with the in-ring stuff. And I will clip some more stuff, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now. But you guys were doing a lot of crazy shit in there. And again, like you guys said earlier, Kylon likes to go 1,000 miles out through those ropes, and 9 out of 10 times he does kind of hit those chairs. He comes out like a rocket. Man, high energy, high impact from all four of you. It was a hell of a title defense. I gotta give it to the Firm, but I also have to give it to your opponents, Kylon and Dustin Waller. They gave it their best, but we know you can only give it your best. And sometimes you come up short, and here we are. They're the defending tag team champions at Tessa Strength. And again, I always go in hoping you guys lose. That's just me. But my dad, on the opposite spectrum, he always says you guys have this in the bag. And now that Bryxx is back, he's always like, there's no way that they're losing those belts.
Of course.
Kincaid, we
That's
like.
right.
Impossible.
So, do you guys remember when you started your title reign? Because I'm gonna jot that down too once we're done here. I'd kind of like to jot that down and keep a timeline here.
June 19th, 2021. But who's counting?
Okay, I got you. I'll jot that down. Now, Mr. Stone, I know I've mentioned we haven't seen you in a while. How's family life treating you, sir? You look very comfortable, very relaxed, very refreshed, if you will.
Yeah, but you can pick the kind.
Oh, family life is
This one
great.
I should have.
You
You want the
know,
Cajun turkey? I know you like that.
It's one of the best things that has ever happened
Yeah,
to me so far.
Well,
It's for a shoot the best thing that I've ever experienced, despite the lack of sleep.
and that's going to happen for a bit. But again, I just wanted to give you a big congratulations. I know it's life changing. But again, you look marvelous. I'll just say that in your powder blue, look absolutely marvelous, and the shades and everything.
Of course I do.
You guys have been absolutely fantastic through this whole thing. I really thought you were going to hang up one by one very, very soon, like very shortly into this interview. What the hell? Oh, son of a bitch. You know, like, what the fuck? I just wanted to give you a nice little. And then there goes Richie, and like, is Richard? Oh, Richard Stone comes back, and Jay Bryxx leaves. Richard Stone leaves, and Jay Bryxx comes back.
What's going on? What did I miss?
I don't know what's going on. But I was trying to. What the hell? Oh my God, what is going on? I can't even end this son of a bitch because they're all dumping on me. All right, I'm gonna do this real quick then. This has been Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid, collectively the firm. Sammy Diaz, Elijah Six, Richard E. Stone Esquire.
Oh God, you're still here?
I'm trying to,
Oh my God.
and one Jay Bryxx. I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I guess.
Suck it, okay?
Yeah, thanks.